Welcome to the Community Awards, Bursaries, and Scholarships for the Pierrefonds Community Class of 2020. The close involvement of the North Shore community in education of its students at Pierrefonds Community High School is demonstrated by the many awards we have to offer, and we are thankful for that. Thank you to all of our generous donors.
The students who were considered for these scholarships, bursaries, and awards were required to go through an application process. There are, however, a few awards for which students did not need to apply. The recipients of all awards were determined only after extensive deliberation by the members of the Faculty Scholarship Committee.
Governing Board Award is presented to a student in recognition of academic achievement and contribution to our school. This year's recipient is Caitlin Richard.
Caitlin is dedicated and committed to being involved in school life. Caitlin also represented her peers as a student member on governing board. Thank you, Caitlin, for representing your peers.
Parent Participation Organization Scholarship. The Parent Participation Organization, usually known as PPO, presents a scholarship to a student who displays resilience and courage while exemplifying student life and spirit at PCHS. This year we have 2 such awards. The first recipient is Frederick Sabarin.
Fred is hardworking, dedicated, resilient, and committed to success. He will always go the extra mile to help out those around him. Good job and good luck, Fred.
The second recipient is Sonali Patel.
Sonali is a dedicated student. She's an advocate for others, kind and thoughtful to her peers, well-spoken and involved in many school activities. Well done, Sonali.
Pearson Teachers Union Scholarship. The Pearson Teachers Union believes that education is an essential foundation to a strong, thriving, and democratic society. Chosen by the faculty at large, this award is presented to a student who demonstrates leadership, strength of character, and is overall an excellent student. Simply put, that excellent student is Xavier Dorsney.
Xavier's academic excellence and dry sense of humor make him a one-of-a-kind student. He's always willing to help others, which made him a true pleasure to teach.
Pearson Association of School Administrators Wings to Fly Award. The Pearson Association of School Administrators Wings to Fly Award is presented to a student who has demonstrated good citizenship and has made consistent, significant contributions of a voluntary nature to our school. This year's recipient is Lorna Hu.
Lorna is friendly and kind, has strong work ethic, high effort, and always does her best to face challenges head on. Good job, Lorna.
The Tammy Chen Memorial Award is being presented in loving memory of Tammy, a former Riverdale alumna who grew up to become a teacher and a philanthropist, who from a very young age made an impact on the world with their dedications to the cycles of poverty in some of the world's poorest countries. While completing her PhD program at Cambridge University and running her charity Bright Futures of Burkina in Burkina Faso, Africa, Tammy was tragically killed alongside her husband in a terrorist attack on August 13th, 2017. Having tolerance, understanding, and compassion has a ripple effect, one that we should all strive to make. And the Tammy Chen Memorial Award goes to a student who has displayed these invaluable qualities. This year's recipient is Huda Khwaja.
As a student representative on governing board, Huda Fatima has already demonstrated her commitment to shaping our world. She is compassionate, hardworking, and kind to everyone around her. Thank you for your work and congratulations, Huda.
West Island Pond Hockey Award. The West Island Pond Hockey Tournament was established in the spring of 2015 in order to raise money to help fight against ALS, but more specifically to help one of our alumni, Dean Stock, who unfortunately lost his battle to ALS in September of 2016. This award is presented to a student athlete who has contributed to student life while persevering to reach their goal. We have 2 such awards this year. The first recipient is Ryan Ross.
Ryan is always the first to offer help in all situations, in and outside of the classroom. Ryan is not only athletic, but very creative. Well done, Ryan.
The second recipient is Eric Gonin.
Eric is not only respectful and polite, but also observant of others and unbelievably selfless. Congratulations, Eric.
Steve Murphy Scholarship. On November 3rd, 2002, PCHS lost a valued teacher, coach, and friend in Mr. Steve Murphy. Steve's warm heart and strength of character touched many lives. This scholarship was awarded to the student who demonstrates consistent effort in academics and who is passionate about the arts and drama. This year's recipient is Simon Goyech.
Simon is a dedicated PC player who always gives 100% effort on stage. He's an amazing performer who persevered regardless of the obstacles he faced.
Daniel Harrison Spirit of Riverdale Award. The Daniel Harrison Spirit of Riverdale Award is presented to a student in recognition of outstanding leadership in all facets of life. This year's recipient is Gabriel Ventroni.
Gabriel is a leader. This was showcased at this year's Model UN activity. He's an extremely dedicated advocate, well-spoken and principled. Good job, Gabriel.
Gina Mosker Hart Scholarship. In early 1972, Gina Mosker began her career as an administrative assistant at Pierrefonds Comprehensive High School, where she worked for 33 years. She absolutely loved her job, and especially loved the students she interacted with every day. Presented in loving memory of Gina Mosker to a student who demonstrates resilience and a positive attitude in the face of challenges while achieving academic success. This year's recipient is Alexa Diab.
Alexa is very polite, always thoughtful of others, and a diligent student. Her perseverance is an example to us all. Well done, Alexa.
Gina Mosker Passion Scholarship. Presented in loving memory of Gina Mosker to a student who is passionate about the arts, whether it be music, visual, dance, or theater. This year's recipient is Tyler Dabrowski.
Tyler is hardworking, dedicated, kind, and creative. He has great musical talent, which helped him become a leader in the Muses and PC Players band. Keep up the good work, Tyler.
Barbara Hanley Memorial Award. Presented in loving memory of Barbara Hanley to a student in recognition of community work, volunteer service, and respectful conduct. This year we have 2 recipients. The first recipient is Hassan Dejani.
We could not be more proud of Hassan's accomplishments. He has persevered to achieve success. Congratulations, Hassan.
The second recipient is Celestine Bino.
Celestine is a hard-working student who never gives up on anything. Keep up the great effort, Celestine.
Earl Clark Scholarship. The Earl Clark Scholarship, in memory of the late Mr. Earl Clark, who served his entire life in education. Whether he was in his role as a teacher, coach, or administrator, he provided students with every chance to succeed. This award is presented to a student who has overcome major challenges in order to have that success. This year's recipient is AJ Mitchell.
AJ is resilient and compassionate. His volunteer work in the community demonstrates his giving nature. Thank you, AJ, and well done.
Margaret Mansing Learning Award. The Margaret Mansing Learning Award honors the lifelong commitment to education of the late Margaret Manson. This award recognizes a graduating student who is continuously motivated to succeed. This year's recipient is Ita Zordok.
Ita is a very sweet and reserved individual who works very hard to overcome any obstacles that come her way. Good job, Ita.
Vincent Porto and Lucas Porto Ivazidis Award. The Vincent Porto and Lucas Porto Ivazidis Award is presented to a student who has demonstrated great resolve and perseverance. This year's recipient is Hannah Louise Hansen.
Hannah is a kind and compassionate individual. She faces all challenges head on. Congratulations, Hannah.
Alumni Scholarship Award. The Alumni Scholarship Award is presented in recognition of hard work, pride, and determination in pursuit of their personal goals and to further their academic education. There are 2 such awards this year. The first recipient is Tasia Allen Belgrave.
Tasia is a dedicated athlete. She's polite, frank, and conscientious. Keep up the good work, Tasia.
The second recipient is Jason Hum.
Jason has solid academics, is friendly, polite, hardworking, as well as curious. Congratulations, Jason.
Otis Grant and Friends Foundation Award. The Otis Grant and Friends Foundation Award is presented in recognition of community work, volunteer service, and respectful conduct. There are 2 such awards this year. The first recipient is Matteo Diramio D'Amico.
Matteo is helpful, hardworking, and involved in sports and theater at PCHS. His willingness to engage in the classroom and his gregarious personality will ensure success in the future. Good work, Matteo.
The second recipient is Gersimer Desi.
Gersimar is a hardworking student who's always positive and gives her 100% when completing tasks and assignments. She was also part of the yearbook committee and worked hard all year.
YMCA Community Service Award. The West Island YMCA presents a certificate to a student for having true commitment to their community through voluntary service. This year's recipient, Melissa DeRail.
Melissa is a well-rounded student. She's extremely hardworking, driven, and motivated. She has good work ethic, is academically strong, and has positive attitude. She's always willing to help. Good job, Melissa.
West Island Black Community Association Award. The West Island Black Community Association Award is presented to a Black student in recognition of community work, volunteer service, and continuing education. There are 2 such awards this year. The first recipient is Malik Collins Liebird.
Malik is a pleasant student who is liked by all. He's polite and very responsible, always making sure to complete his work well and on time.
The second recipient is Jafia St. Louis.
Jafia is sharp and inquisitive. We are proud of her academic achievement, and her work ethic is second to none.
The Journey Freight International Award is provided by 3 PCHS alumni, the DeFilippo brothers, who continue to give back to our PC community every year. The Journey Freight International Award is presented to a well-rounded student who demonstrates leadership, is an integral part of the school culture, and who has contributed in a positive manner throughout their journey in high school. This year's recipient is Gina de Blasio.
Gina is an outstanding academic, a gifted singer and performer, and an all-around lovely person. She's a vital part of the Muses and the PC players. Congratulations, Gina.
Chris Eustace Award. Mr. Chris Eustace taught at PCHS for 33 years and went on to teach at Riverdale in his retirement. To commemorate the union of these two communities where he spent his career, he is offering 2 awards. One for a student from the former Pierrefonds Comprehensive High School, and the other for a student from the former Riverdale High School, both being active in school life this year. The first recipient is Mia Kirkpatrick.
Mia is exceptional. She's not only dedicated to her studies, but also to bettering the world. She's commended for bringing Orange Shirt Day to PCHS. Her event was both thoughtful and well presented. Good job, Mia.
The second recipient is Timothy Wiesner.
Tim is not only high achieving academically, but also deeply involved in school life. He has an easygoing nature and a willingness to become involved. Thank you for everything you've done, Tim.
Past Principals Award. The Past Principals Award is presented to the student best exemplifying responsibility, maturity, and commitment. This year's recipient is Michaela Pinto.
Michaela exemplifies what a student should be. She achieved excellent academic success and excels in athletics. Her integrity, both inside and outside the classroom, was second to none. Good job, Michaela.
Principals Award. The Principals Award is presented to a student who has demonstrated leadership qualities, community involvement, and strong academics. This year's recipient is Samantha Kennedy.
Samantha is involved in the community. She demonstrates great school spirit and leadership. She is a joy to have in the class. She supports her peers. She's kind and articulate. Congratulations, Samantha.
The PCHS Faculty and Staff Scholarship Award is given to a student who has an excellent academic standing and who has made a worthwhile contribution to student life. This year's recipient is Cody Camara.
Cody is a pleasure to have in class. He's a hardworking student with a positive attitude and was able to represent his basketball team while achieving good grades. Well done, Cody.
IB Learner Award. The IB Learner Award is presented to a student who consistently exhibits traits of the IB Learner profile throughout their years in the International Baccalaureate Middle Years program. This year's recipient is Rihanna Jalaluddin.
Rihanna was an organizer of the Terry Fox Run. She's altruistic, kind, and always willing to give of herself. She is the epitome of an IB learner. Good job, Rihanna.
Alternate Learning Program Achievement Award. The Alternate Learning Program Achievement Award is presented to a student from one of our ALPS programs who has demonstrated consistent effort while completing the program. This year's recipient is Carlos Stephen.
Carlos is a student who is always helpful to others. He is selfless, giving, and kind. Good job, Carlos.
Visions Award. The Visions Award is presented to the most inspirational student in the Visions Alternative Education Program. The recipient is Tazika Josiah.
Tazika has made great strides in her high school career. She has become a hard worker and is very organized. Her dedication has led to her success. Well done, Tazika.
Joseph Keene Sayfair Award. The Joseph Keene Sayfair Award is presented to a student who demonstrates exceptional working skills and displays the 5 Sayfair values: autonomy, effort, involvement, respect, and rigor. This year's recipient is Kenton Jr. Taylor Townsend.
Kenton Jr. is a hardworking student who is supportive and friendly. He's also athletic, a team player, and has a great sense of humor. Congratulations, Kenton Jr.
The Leadership Award is for a student who has demonstrated high involvement in student life and leadership throughout their years as a student. This year's recipient is Sabrina Goriani.
Sabrina always aims high in everything she does. She has fully participated in school leadership, both in and outside the class. She exemplifies the ideal student as she balances her in-class and extracurricular activities.
Spiritual Life and Community Involvement Award. The Spiritual Life and Community Involvement Award is presented to a student who is actively involved in the spiritual life of our school community. This year's recipient is Erica Longpre.
Erica's level of commitment to causes that she believes in was unparalleled. Her involvement in school activities was selfless and reflected her desire to make PCHS a safe and caring place for all. Good job, Erica.
Creative Arts Award. The Creative Arts Award is presented to a student in recognition of academic success as well as notable artistic contribution to school life, whether through arts or music. This year's recipient is Massimo Di Pietro.
Massimo is thoughtful and kind. He's a hard worker, respectful to peers and staff, and is willing to help in any capacity. Massimo represented PCHS in the Montreal Regional Science Fair. Well done, Massimo.
Classroom Citizenship Award. The Classroom Citizenship Award is given to a student who is mature, good-natured, helpful to others, and achieves academic success. This year's recipient is Justin Gascon.
Justin is an ideal student in class. He always volunteers to answer questions and always gives feedback, often for the betterment of other students. Good job, Justin.
PCHS Soccer Concentration Award. The PCHS Soccer Concentration Award is presented to a deserving student who has participated in the PCHS soccer or futsal program. This year's recipient is Harish Tandeyutan.
Harish is a very hardworking student who achieved success. Nothing could stop him, and his perseverance served him well. Well done, Harish.
John Rideout Award. The John Rideout Award is presented to a student with strong proficiency in English. This year's recipient is Gersamar Desi.
Gersamar is a prolific and eloquent writer who is interested in literature. Continue to follow your passion, Gersamar.
Congratulations to all our award recipients. You are a credit to our school, to your teachers, and most of all to everyone in your lives who have supported you throughout your journey. You bring the community to Pierrefonds Community High School, and we are all very proud of you. Once again, thank you to all of the community members, businesses, and groups who have contributed to our scholarships. I'm always amazed at the participation of our community, and it speaks greatly to the community that we are in. Thank you very, very much.